Hello, hello. Oh, no, it's not the old one anymore. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone is doing great. Hope everyone is doing amazing. Cause I know I am. Where is my pen? Here we go. My name is Chad. I'm a motion designer. I don't know if you can hear me or not. I don't know if you can hear me well. Let's see right now. If you can hear me well, then that's perfect. If you can't hear me well, then we'll try to fix it. Perfect. If you can't hear me well, then we'll try to fix it. There's a bit of a noise. There's a bit of a noise. There's a bit of a noise, and there's a bit of like a noise behind my voice. So advanced audio properties, nope. Audio capture filters. I have the noise suppression filter, but I feel okay. Let's try this. How does that sound? Let's try this. That sounds a bit weird. What about now? What about now? Okay. Let's stop this. Okay. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Okay. Let's hear it. I think this is good. I think this is all right. Yeah, the sound quality isn't anything amazing, but we're just gonna have to deal with it, Okay. Man, I was like at a meeting, like a work meeting, like right before I started streaming, right? And I was done with the meeting. I was like, yeah, I'm done with the meeting. I shut off the computer. I headed to my bed. I was about to start journaling, but then I remembered that I didn't stream, and that was that never happened. So yeah, we're streaming now. This smells really good. Okay. I reckon I'm not gonna spend a lot of time drawing. Let me actually see if there's like a head that I haven't drawn yet. I've drawn every single head I have on Photoshop. Eyes. Gender. Neutral. Come on now. Get away from the light. Ah, dude, the light is so bright in front of me. This man shows up everywhere. I don't want to draw you, man. Alright. Let's do this. Let's pick this one. Boom. Take it. Take it. Here we go. Let's I'm just gonna draw one head, and then I'm gonna watch a tutorial. At least, I've drawn something. I like this, the haircut. It's cool. All right. Nope, absolutely not. This is a 4. This is a 4. This is a 4. Okay. Circle. Stroke. No fill. Fill or no fill? Okay, we have this is a bit interesting. It's about in the middle, but it's kind of not. It's kind of like this, but it's ever so slightly. It's moving here ever so slightly, and it's in the back. No, I think it's in here. Yeah. Nope, I think it's in the middle. No. It's moved slightly there. Yeah, that works for me. That works for me. I think we can even go further, actually, with this one. Right. What happened? Okay, that's that. Come on. And then let's see. And then this one is a bit tilted, so there it is. I reckon this is it, right? Oh, a lot of smoothing. Not gonna use smoothing. Maybe a bit, just a bit, you know. Just a bit of smoothing won't hurt. Oh no, the eraser. The eraser. And then we have this line dropping, and this distance over here is the same as the distance over here. That's goog. And then we have that, and then we have, so like this chin going on. Let's increase the size of the eraser. Nope. Increase the size of the eraser. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Increase the size of the eraser, but not the brush. The brush stays a 4. There we go. Now, this is the eraser. That's perfect. I feel like, I don't know. This one is a bit straight, like straight up. Maybe straight and then goes down here. There's a bit of a curve there. Yeah. There, that looks good. Okay, now ear. That's the ear. And that's about it, really. Nose? Interesting how the nose starts from there, isn't it? Okay, that's a big nose. That's nose. And then we have this here. This is an interesting face. Wait a minute. There we go. And then I feel like this goes way back in here. But then we have the hair. We have the hair, we have a bit here. I feel like maybe we can take the hair up just a little bit because we want to see where the eyes are. The eyes are going to, okay, man, I'm ignoring all the eyelashes are over here actually. This is eyelashes. This is the eye. Very dark eye. Wait a minute. maybe something like there. Okay, this is the haircut. This goes down the ear. Have this whole thing, this whole thing, and then this thing, and then it goes basically straight in here, and then straight, and then there we go. And then we have the neck sort of like this, but then it breaks in here. This is this angle, and then this angle. Right there, that's good, that's very good. Let's try to wipe this just so we can see it better. We're even wiping the ear. Doesn't it look like her? I mean, come on, right? Just a bit, right? Just a little bit. I feel like I made the eye a bit bigger than it should be. That's my bad. Okay, maybe it doesn't really look like her, but it's close. It's close. Okay, so we've got actually this in here, and this in here, and then we've got this in here, and then from there is this, and then is she holding her neck, or am I tripping? I don't know how to draw that, so we're just gonna keep that there. And this is something, and then we have this button, and then we've got a fold here, and then a fold there, and then we've got this in here, and then this one goes like this, and then I don't know how this works. I don't know how clothes work yet. So that goes there, and that's it. All right. I reckon that looks good. You know? This is the highlights. Maybe? I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna stop there before I mess it up. And okay, so the next thing is I'm gonna watch a Proco head. This is 24 minutes. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm just happy that I've got to draw something, and yeah. Maybe, okay, we're gonna watch some of it. Let's draw and watch some of it. I want like to have at least do something. Oh my god, too loud. We'll watch up until the Ron Perlman or whatever.
People are always asking me how to fit the Loomis method onto people's faces and heads that don't necessarily fit the average proportions, which is pretty much everyone. We're all different. So we're gonna have to learn how to modify and adapt the Loomis method to the subject that we're drawing. I got a few people here that don't fit those standard proportions, even a baby. And then at the end, I'll show you how to adjust for an open jaw, open mouth. So let's do this. All right, so this first one is Ron Perlman. And I think you can probably tell his jaw is much larger than the average person. His forehead is smaller. You can see, I mean, just you look at those thirds. You try to measure from here to here, then here to here, then here to here. They're not equal thirds on him. So let's adjust those. And also his jaw is wider than average. So we'll have to just add a different shape to that cranium. So far, everything's kind of the same. Now, this is where I start to deviate. Right in here, instead of putting it in the middle, kind of bring the jaw back.
Behind. Oh, I see how it is.
And then I think I'm going to put the brow ridge in the middle, kind of where it's supposed to go. And then the hairline seems to be just kind of lower on him. So that makes his forehead smaller. Like right there. And then I'm going to bring the nose line up a little bit as well, but I'm going to make that a little bit taller than the forehead because I see kind of a progressive enlarging of thirds. This is the shortest, then this is a little longer, and then this, the chin is the longest.
That's pretty good.
I guess right there is good. And then usually I would kind of come in and cut in like that, but on him, I'm going to drop a pretty much straight down for quite a while, all the way here, and make that chin much wider. Same thing on this other side. Wide jaw indication. Front plane, side plane really shows you how wide this chin is over here and how wide the jaw is back here. From this angle, you wouldn't usually see the corner of the jaw come out that much from the side plane. It'd be usually pretty subtle. Plus, the front plane is already so wide. Okay, and we got the neck. Okay, I'm not going to try to add the features just yet, but I feel like we have to add this shape, this more squarish shape up at the top. Otherwise, it's not really going to look like him. And that's more caused by the hair shape, but maybe a little bit of the head as well. Maybe he's got more of a square head. So changing the proportions of the Loomis head to fit the people you draw isn't going to be just about changing the relationship between the thirds. It's also going to be about changing the shapes. Is the jaw wider? Does the jaw come forward more? Is it more indented? The chin all the way back towards the neck. Is the forehead a little bit skinnier over here? So the side planes are a little bit tilted more. There's so many things that could happen to these forms, the way they're distorted. It's not just going to be different lengths of the thirds, but that is a good place to start. Actually, here, let me show you guys a page from, this is Fun with a Pencil, and I'm sure there's more examples of this in his head and hands, but I couldn't find it for some reason. I don't know where I put it. But here's a page where he's got very different jaw types, right? Like kind of a average. This one looks like he's bringing it forward from this middle line quite a bit. This one's really wide. This one's kind of straight, creating obviously very different character types. And then over here he's got square head, square jaw, more of a pointy jaw, pointy chin, still a square head, round head, really wide jaw. Lots of varieties. And here from profile, look at the differences. Look at that. These still kind of look like believable people. But look how different they could be. Chin all the way over here, or chin pointing all the way over here. Lots of variety in people. But the basic concept of round cranium with the sides chopped off and kind of a boxy pyramid-like jaw attached to it, it applies to everybody. You just have to distort these forms. You know, when you know the average, when you're really comfortable with the average from any angle, you can look at a subject and you can instantly see how they're different from the average. Because you have something to compare it to in your mind, right? You know what to look for. So even though you're usually not going to be drawing an average Loomis head when you're drawing someone from life, it's still very important to know that average Loomis head. Okay, let's do another one. This time we got Tom Hanks. Okay, and you can see, okay, you can see in this one he's got a very large forehead. And his hairline kind of adds to that large forehead, but from the bottom of the nose to the chin is actually not that much smaller than his forehead, so it's more of his middle third that's just really small. So okay, let's draw this one. Again, start with this cranium. And notice how much lighter my initial lines are than my final lines. I slowly go darker and darker as I'm getting more and more comfortable with my placement. I don't want to start dark because then I can't erase. Basically, when I look for where that side plane is, I look for the right in here, right where the forehead turns, and kind of where the eyebrow peaks, or sometimes where the eyebrow ends. It really depends on the person. But on him, it's about halfway. You got that perfect 3/4.
That's true.
Okay, and then he's not looking up or down. So there you go. There's the brow ridge. Maybe I should lower it a little bit. Okay, lower that. Make some room for that forehead. I would put the nose here, but because this middle third is supposed to be smaller, I'm going to move it up. But I don't think his head overall is very different from the average. Like his head shape, maybe a little more square, but as far as the length versus width is kind of the same. So I'm going to kind of use where the nose should be to find the chin, and then I will bring the nose up.
Okay.
About there. And then his hairline is like almost at the top, so it's gonna actually go up a little bit like that, and then the actual hairline, like the actual hair pattern up here, goes like even farther up. As far as the width of the jaw, seems like it's kind of average. He's got maybe a little more of a square here, but he's getting a little bit, droopiness on the sides. This isn't a young photo of him, and so we can't really see the structure of the jaw as well on him as on a younger person with a very defined jawline. But it's okay. It's somewhere in here. Actually, on him, I feel like that ear is kind of farther back, so I'm going to start the jaw more over here. And then I see this like little fat pad over here, a little crease, and another crease here. I don't see the jawline, but it would be like right here, right? Right through there. I just don't see it. Instead, what I'm seeing is another kind of a downward plane right here.
It's very interesting.
And keep in mind, it's not going to look like them yet because I'm not adding features. The features will really, I mean, the shape of the head should look like them, but you're not going to be like, oh yeah, that's Tom Hanks, just without features on it.
That's really good.
And he does have kind of a square head up here, and his hair is pretty short, so I don't know how much of that is his hair creating that corner and how much is his head creating a little bit of a corner. So I'm gonna just draw that hair shape. And as far as the actual shape along here, I'll show you guys that a little bit later in this video. I kind of consider that as part of the features, like the cheekbones and the all the muscles and pads around the jaw. I usually just do like, okay, what's the basic shape of the jaw? How wide is it? Where is this corner? Where is the front plane versus side plane? That sort of thing. That's what I start with. Then later on, as I'm doing the features, I'll add the exact shape of the cheekbones, the exact shape over here, the exact shape of the chin. I don't start with that. I'm starting with simpler forms. Maybe I didn't make that forehead big enough. If I was doing a caricature, I'd really push that up, but okay. Okay, I'll do one more where I'm focused on showing you guys about changing proportions to fit the type. That's Olivia Munn, and with her, look at those cheekbones. I feel like with how big those cheekbones are, even though I just said that I don't usually include that, that just kind of has to be a part of that jaw shape. The side plane of the jaw goes out towards the sides. So anyway, okay, let me start here. I'm gonna start with that circle. Somewhere around here, side plane. It's not looking up or down. Again, all of these actually kind of just straight on angles. Celebrity photos, you know, the cameraman's usually eye level with everybody's head. And her thirds don't look like they're really that extreme deviation from the average, so I'm just gonna do the average. I think I tend to make the chin too low every time. I think I did that with Tom Hanks. Okay, so there's my thirds, pretty much average. And I feel like, okay, I'm gonna have to angle this out a little bit. Center of the chin. From there, find kind of the width of the chin. And then connect it to the jaw in the back. And then, okay, so I'm gonna chop off, I think I forgot to chop off the side here, because it is enough of a front angle where you're gonna start seeing some of this ball chopped off. A little bit of the flat side of the head is coming through. That actually does change where the center line goes. Make sure to do that before you place your center line. That doesn't change the jawline too much. Okay, now usually what I would do is I would do this and just kind of drop a line down to the chin, and that'd be kind of a decent average. With her, the cheekbone really comes out. And so I'm gonna do kind of something like this. Boom. Bring that over to the other side. And then again, so normally I'd go from here and kind of just drop a straight line to the chin. Can't do that with her because that's not where the side plane is. The side plane is all the way over here. And then from there I can kind of connect it to the forehead. I feel like that really, really skinny neck is important to show her type. Another rhythm I like to use, and actually the one I used in my very first video, is from the ear, from the top of the ear, following that across the ridge of the cheekbone, and then turning that down this way. Alright, cool. So we got 3 different proportion types, and that's how I would modify Luma's head. You can see they're surprisingly similar. You just need to shift things slightly, and it appears very different. So slight modifications to Luma's head gives you very different character types. So let's see, what did I promise I would do for you guys? Oh, a baby. Okay. God, so cute. So I promised you guys that I would do a baby. Here's my son. So Loomis has a pretty big, or not a big section, but he's got a section in his one of his books showing all the different proportions of different ages. An older person, an average person, kind of a teenage, then a child, and then a baby. And the head does change as we grow, right? And the proportions change quite a bit. You can see, obviously, big forehead, and then kind of some very small features, and overall wider. The jaw is much smaller than the cranium. So let's see here. I'm gonna try to keep this quick. This is quick sketch. I don't want to do little portrait lands right now. These are quick sketch drawings. I don't have too much experience applying the Loomis head to babies. I haven't practiced that very much, but this should be fun. As you can imagine, we didn't have too many babies as our life models in class. And my son's only 1, so I haven't had too much practice with him yet. Alright. I think I'm going to start with just a ball. Same way, chop off the side. And then the jaw just needs to be much shorter. Like, typically I'd maybe put the chin down here. On a baby, I think it would be like maybe here. The whole thing just needs to be shorter, wider. And then instead of putting this brow ridge over here, I have to drop everything. So the brow ridge would be like right there. And I think he's looking up a little bit, actually. Curve that up this way. And I don't know, the ear probably wouldn't go there. Like, we're kind of just dropping everything. Looks like the bottom of the nose is pretty much halfway between brow and chin, so put the nose here. And then really square it off. I feel like I have to add some form. I have to add a little bit of a volume up here. And he's smiling, so his cheeks are coming out more. That's part of the expression. If he had a neutral pose, I don't think it'd be coming out that much. But hey, expressions, we got to draw expressions too, right? So we can adjust the Loomis head to fit certain expressions too. So this jaw comes out, not the jaw. So this cheek comes out, and then I'm going to mirror it on the other side, like that. Chin over here. And then the jaw is very round, covered with a whole bunch of fat. I mean, obviously it already looks like a baby just by kind of changing those major things about the proportions. And I feel like, actually knowing my son too, he's definitely got more in the back, more volume back here. tiny neck. I don't even see it under there. Okay, I'm probably getting a little too carried away with some of the details here. I can't help it. It's my son. Alright, I'm not gonna draw the features. I'm gonna force myself to stop right there. But basically, there you go. Okay, next I'm going to do an open jaw, but I don't have any photos that I can get quickly. So I'm actually just gonna take a selfie. Jaw opened. Not good enough. Okay, let's draw that. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna draw that and transfer that to the side of the screen. Alright, so I'm gonna start with that same thing again. They got the cranial mass. So the cranium doesn't change when you open your jaw, right? The round circular part of the skull stays the same. It's just the jaw that moves. So that circle for the initial step is the same, and then the side plane of that circle stays the same and looks like it's maybe just a little less than halfway, something like that. And then from top of the ear to the brows, it looks like it's an upward angle, like this. And then same thing to the nose. Now, this is where it changes. Since the jaw opened, obviously the bottom is going to be longer, right? You got that whole length now between the teeth that you have to add. When the jaw's closed, it's the shortest distance is about a third of the face. When it opens, you're just making that bottom third longer, but also the chin goes in a little bit because it's not just lowering, it's rotating from the joint back here under the ear. So if you look at actually the angle from the cheekbone to the chin, it's like all the way over here. So I want to make sure I make this long enough. And as the jaw opens, this whole bottom plane compresses against the neck, right? You got all this skin, and then it kind of gets pushed out. So this bottom plane is kind of round right here. And I'm cutting through the cheekbone, actually. I'm not including it. There would be an extra mass over here, which I would add in once I start putting in the features. As far as the center line, I'm going to keep it going, and then right here, you have to start bringing it in. And obviously that looks a little weird without showing that the mouth is actually open. It just looks really skewed. So I'm just going to do a quick shape indication to show that this mouth is open. Alright, good enough. I just wanted to share with you guys this idea that the jaw isn't always going to be closed. Even if you don't see a whole, like, the lips opened, sometimes the jaw can be a little bit wider. Like, you know, watch my chin. Right? I can open my jaw and lengthen that bottom third without opening my lips. So that's something that you might want to consider as you're looking at the model. Is the jaw slightly relaxed, or are the teeth actually touching? There you go. Not the most flattering image of myself, but gets the point across. If you guys have any more questions regarding the Loomis method, go ahead and leave a comment below. Tomorrow for the 12 Days of Proko Quick Sketch Edition, I'm going to be showing you a more intuitive Loomis head approach. See you then.
Alright, I had to do the whole thing, and yeah. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I'm about to get some sleep. Peace.